Hey everyone, welcome to part 6 of Demonspawn Assassin. I'm Ultraviolent4. In this episode we're going to try to finish off the dungeon and start getting our lair rune branches. It'd be nice to get a rune in episode 6, being a little bit slow I suppose. But before we get on with it, there's something I'd like to test. This came from Baron TP, who alerted me that it takes more time than usual to walk through a plant, which I'd like to test. Because if that's true, that's really important information to know. Okay, so when we're looking top right, the number in brackets here, when I move normally it's 1.0. Supposedly if I move through a plant, it's 1.5, that is true. Okay, that's really important information to know. Say for instance, where we got some ranged enemy who's throwing rocks at us, like a stone giant. That's happened earlier. And I want to move through the plants to stop being hit by it. When I move in onto the plant, I can still be hit this turn, and it takes us 1.5, so we could be hit twice by a projectile. So thank you, Baron TP. That's very, very, very relevant information to know. I was not aware. I don't know if that was the case on the old Fedhas, but it's certainly the case now. Alright, that's, yeah. I'm glad I know that. Thank you very much. I've thanked you about 4 times now. But I could easily see that being fatal, not knowing that information. Alright, what are we doing? We're training short blades up to 14 so that our rapier is min delay. And from there, I believe we're going to do invocations and more throwing. Maybe even, we've got no armor training and no dodging training. That's something we should probably do at some point. I've got the poison. Cool. There's Nessus. Okay, this got scary. If I just get in the hallway so that one thing at a time can fight us, I think we're fine. Especially because we can throw javelins along the line and hit Nessus with them. He keeps blinking away. I've been paralyzed. There we go. That is why I wanted to be in the hallway. I considered running back towards the stairs, but even with our poison, you can get Hornet paralyzed. And if we got paralyzed in the open, with Nessus able to hit us, it would have been real dangerous. Cool. We got a potion of curing, is really nice. That seems like an unseen horror. Who didn't notice us, maybe? Odd. We've got identify scrolls. We'll do one of the 2. Mutation. Mutation potions are always fun when you're playing a demon spawn, because you can get very crazy combos of things. But we've only got 2, so... And these are so precious now. So, yeah. Back in the olden days, I probably would have eaten some mutagenic chunks and it would have been fun, but not these days. We're straight up losing in one-on-one to a Tengu warrior. That's embarrassing. There's our unseen horror. We don't have any CNVs. The only way to fight that is to get in the hallway. So it has to be in front of us if it's anywhere. I'm holding control to swing into the air. I want to test this hatch up. Cool. What was that? Cold resistance leather armor. Fine. Okay, what guards? Another broadaxe. Sometimes a broadaxe of a lek. Sometimes broadaxes when you're playing an axe character are extremely rare. And we've had 2 quite good ones so far this game. Is there... I don't think I really need any of my Fedhas abilities here. As long as we're fighting them in the hallway like this, one at a time, we'll be fine. We've got our fast magic regen as well. Too easy. Here's Mr. Broadaxe. We don't have any Aralek though, he's kind of a bit scary. The weapon returns... Oh, he's throwing boomerangs. I thought he threw his axe. I was like, what sorcery is this? No. Okay, he's got boomerangs. I think I'm happy just to walk away. I don't think Mr. Vault Guard's going to kill us with boomerangs when we have an acrobat amulet and a large shield. And I think we can fight him just fine if we have max HP. Yep, we didn't take any damage that time. Yep, so it's our vault's entrance. Wand of Clouds is nice. Identify Scroll is nice. Ambrosia Potions, there we go. I wanted those earlier at some point. I think we're in Lair. Well, we've got them now. It's like, so they're really good at regenerating your hit points if you have another Broadaxe. Man, so many Broadaxes this game. Yeah, so it can be good to regain your hit points if you get a brief respite in a dangerous situation. But because we have Spirit Shield, it's like we're getting super amounts of hit points because our magic regen is also like HP regen. Okay, that we're apparently just dying. I guess we only have 10 AC, so I'm just fighting two-headed ogres. That's a good point. We're not, in some ways, we're not that tanky in melee combat. 10 AC is not a lot. Alright, we're fine now. It's not as bad as it looks because we've got our magic points as well. Cool. Our current... Oh, that guy has a +7 rapier of speed. Wow. Okay, well we just found a new weapon. That's pretty bonkers, right? So, speed is obviously an extremely good brand. It's better the heavier the weapon it is. So I mean, a rapier isn't the greatest for a speed brand, but with our elect one, we're swinging at 0.7, 0.8, 0.6. It's a bit variable because of our large shield. With this rapier, we're swinging at 0.5, 0.6. So significantly quicker. We don't get the elect, but we swing a lot more. And it's +7, so that's pretty good. I don't know, I feel like this is probably the one. And the other bonus is we get to have cold resistance at all times. So I like this. Let's ditch the Ice Dragon scales for the moment. Yeah, cool. Alright. That's a pretty insane find just to have on a random white. Like, they sometimes have enchanted weapons, but they don't often have artifact ones like that. Okay, I just want to get the mage in the hallway like this. Good. I didn't want to run towards him because we were going to get peppered by arrows as we did so. And again, I'm just fighting in in melee with our 10 AC. That's fine. Centaur's apps a wand. He has disintegration. Okay, that's not so bad. We don't have very good MR, so a paralysis one would be really scary. Alright. How did none of these centaurs make corpses? There we go. I picked something up there, I didn't see what it was. And really, how are there no corpses? I don't get it. Anyway, we're gonna try this embroidered hat. It's a +2 C invis hat. Okay, that's just as good as our helmet when we have no armor training, and now we always get C invis. So no more annoying unseen horrors. There will all be seen horrors. This Tengu warrior has a wand of clouds, and I believe enemies will use that now. Can I just... I want him not to waste the charges. That's the main thing I'm thinking right now. I'm not afraid that I'm going to die. I just don't want to waste all the charges. I don't know. I guess I'll just make him come to us and I'll try to kill him as quickly as possible. He's got a Holy Wrath weapon. Okay, he's quite scary then. I'm going to hit him with Curare. Okay, so he's slowed now. Okay, and I'm taking this slowly because one, he can put us in clouds like this, and two, if his Holy Wrath weapon hits, it's gonna hurt. We have some RF, so I think I'm okay just trying to finish him off. This is scary. Okay, we made it through. 33% chance to be petrified is not good. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine if he's blocking the Centaur Warriors from shooting us if we get petrified. Alright, this is an interesting exchange. We get 6 charges on Wonder Clouds. There we go, we got a corpse this time. Okay, and I want to get back towards the upstairs because this D15 is a bit crazy. A Rune Shield. Okay, why not? Let's try it out. It's a +2 cold resistance shield. Well, our shields are still at 10. This might just be better than our large shield because it's +2. This gives us 14. The large shield is 17. We're trading 3 shield for 2 evasion. I'm happy with the large shield. We don't need more cold resistance right now. But I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna set my shield training for 15. Maybe we could wear that with a Fire Dragon Scales. If we're gonna have 2 sources of cold resistance, we could wear a Fire Dragon Scales. And our resistances would be pretty sorted. We're not gonna see a Fire Dragon Scales for a long time though. But I don't know, it's okay. Because we have a lot of things we want to train. So maybe not training to 25 shields might be the better play, but we'll think about it. We're still a while off. Because we want more stealth, we want to train dodging at some point, we want to train armor. Maybe it's better just to keep shields at 15. It's a pretty nice shield just to find on the ground, actually. It's always really nice when you can get a resistance on your shield. Let us drop... I still want to keep my short sword of venom because I think that's going to be really useful in Spider Nest, but I think we can drop a scimitar flaming. But it makes me think that we picked up something else. I don't know, it's probably just the shield, which I dropped, didn't I? I guess that's not the shield, I don't know then. I'm bad at this. The box of beasts, even with no evocations, it's worth having. But we're full again. Playing inventory manager. Let's drop the 1 charge of a disintegration wand. And I gotta remember, when you're in the D menu, if you hit backslash, it will turn that thing off from auto pickup. Super useful. And then I'm going to do it again when we see what this warp chainmail is. Alright, we can just drop something else. It's +0 with R-elect, that's not real good. Chainmail is probably a bit heavy anyway. Oh, I'm currently not wearing any armor. That's a mistake. Okay, a new chainmail. Sorry, a new artifact ringmail. This one is +4. RF minus, MR plus. I like the +4. I don't love the RF minus, and I like the MR plus. But it also has plus stealth on it. But I think we really want R poison for Spider's Nest. So we're gonna stay in the Insatiable Stars, which is an interesting name. I like it. We get a nice free stab. Not that time. I think I dropped out our corrosion ring. This is one acid dragon. He has a... oh. He had a shotgun. He has a scattershot wand. And 2 identify scrolls. Oh, baby. Berserk Rage and Invis. It's so crazy to me that we still have so many unidentified potions this far into the game. Alright, we need to be careful. Because we still only have that 10 AC. And Mr. Ogre Mage here could potentially have Crystal Spear. So I can't let my hit points... Oh, have we got beams back online? No, it's just one Anon watching. I don't think the queries will work on the Anon. I can try it. No. Anon who's watching, log in, go look up that query and tell me. Anyway, I think max Crystal Spear on an Ogre Mage is about 95 damage, something like that. So we're out of one-shot range right now. Cool. Oh, another thing that I just realized is because we've got hooves... Oh, this guy's hasted. He's a hasted 2-headed ogre, that's okay. We're swinging really fast with our speed rapier. But anyway, the thing I was thinking before I realized we're about to die to this guy. So we have a powerful auxiliary attack with our level 3 hooves. That potentially triggers every time we attack. So having auxiliary attacks with a really fast weapon, like a speed weapon, means you're going to trigger a lot more of your auxiliary attacks. So that's also a nice synergy. This guy's actually going to kill us. No, he's not. Just kidding. Alright, when you're starving, this is a ghost fort. It looks like a ghost fort, but where's the ghost? There's an artifact amulet in there. I mean, I'd really like that. How's... Oh, there's the ghost, okay. He has confused with a 57% chance to get us. Alright, well, we're not going in there anytime soon. We'd need a lot more MR before we even consider that. And also, there's a Phantasmal Warrior who can halve your MR. So this is a really scary ghost to fight, especially when we're so low on curing potions and we're going to be going into Spider's Nest. I don't know. Remind me, we'll come back here in the future at some point. Alright, so that's our dungeon done. I'm going to check my shop list. We have these boots. I think we can delete the boots, seeing as we literally can't wear them anymore. Also, why is the Obsidian Axe grayed out? It's implying that we can't use it. I don't know. Ooh, just because we don't have enough gold. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's time to go to Spider's Nest. As good as the Rapier of Speed is, Short Sword of Venom will just absolutely wreck spiders. Also, just throwing poison darts will also wreck them. So yeah, we're going to use our Short Sword of Venom in there. Most of the spiders are susceptible to poison. For everything that's not, we can use our Rapier of Fixation. It's a good name too. Get fixated on it. Yeah. And it's handy because I'm thinking of those, what are those things called? Those stupid things that are fast in Spider's Nest. They're immune to poison. They're demonic crawlers. Yeah, they're immune to poison and they have RLEC. So the Rapier Fixation will work well against those. Alright, let's go to Spider's Nest. We're going to do that before Shoals. Shoals is usually always the more difficult one. Where did these Komodo dragons come from? I'm suddenly starving. Well, I'm just going to hope this Komodo dragon gives me food. Nope, it's fine. We've dropped to 32 rations. Oh no. Alright, here's the Tarantella that we were hoping we wouldn't meet. If I just throw... Yeah, we got one of them. If I throw darts, we might be able to throw it through the red back in front. There we go. And that way we can poison the Tarantellas without having to mulch our javelins. Right, poison darts are really good against these really annoying orb spiders. They're susceptible to poison and they stay at range and run away from you. but if you just throw a dart, they'll probably just die. Get out of here. I love doing that too. Blowing up spiders with the orbs. It's very satisfying. Oh, that one hit me? I don't want to die here. I don't know if I talked about this during the tournament. But I lost a bunch of characters where I don't know, I lost Hillock's Abio, which I've not done much in my whole crawl playing career. Oh, Beam's not here, I can't look it up. Okay. I lost one in Spider's Nest where it did 60 something damage or something like that, and it killed me exactly to 0. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to die to this, I'll just let it hit me. Nope. Exactly to 0. I felt really embarrassed. I was glad that I wasn't recording or streaming that one. So nobody saw it. But now I've told you all, so now you all know. I think I lost something like 3 Hillocks of beer in that tournament, where I was just, you know, I had a couple of spare hours and I thought, oh, I'll just slam out a beer win real quickly, and they all died. I think I won one eventually, but yeah, it was real terrible. Here's a demonic crawler, so they're, yeah, immune to elec and poison, or resistant to elec and poison. I don't know, I was walking away from the Tarantella, that was dumb. Here's an entropy weaver, and we are confused, and now held. Okay, I got a quad for curing here. This is terrible. We only have 1 fear. I don't want to waste a fear. Can I just paralyze this guy? 46% chance. Perfect. Because now I get the chance to just walk away. He's blocking the hallway. You know what I could also do here? Because everything's real far away from me and I'm near the stairs, except our game's frozen, if I use a Ballista Sight, could be a perfect use of it, because it's going to kill all this stuff without damaging me. Oh god, we're just lagging out real bad right now. There we go. Oh yeah, and so as for how these work when there are no enemies on screen, I think I said earlier that it seemed like they were seeking me out, but I think maybe multiple people suggested this to me, which seemed correct. They're not seeking you out if there are no enemies on, they're just wandering around randomly, in which case if you're near them they might accidentally hit you. I think that's probably correct. So yeah, they're not, as long as you stay away from the spores, they shouldn't get you. We reached level 16. We feel clever, which is not the stat we wanted, but our demonic ancestry also asserted itself. We are surrounded by darkness. So we just got level 3 of being attuned to the shadows. This will give us even more stealth, and it lowered our line of sight even further. Which is not good for throwing. It's not really good for the Ballista Sight or the Oclobs, because those want as much line of sight as possible to shoot enemies at range, but that's okay. It's good for sneaking. Oh, a double entropy weaver. That's terrifying. I think what I do is I just step on this teleport trap that's so usefully handed here, because even just one of these guys is scary enough. We don't have any corrosion resistance, let alone 2 of them. Yeah, and I think no matter where we landed, it's probably not going to be as bad as 2 entropy weavers. Even if we landed in a huge amount of spiders, we could have just gone invis. Oh yeah, we're going to be better at sneaking up on things now. We just got that bonus stealth. Oh yeah, look at this. Suddenly we're playing the game on easy mode. Spoke too soon. Anyway, so as I was saying, the darkness is really good for sneaking up on things, because monsters can only roll a stealth check against you when you're in line of sight. I'm obviously not talking about noise. They can wake up from noise even if they can't see you. But just for sneaking up on them, the less line of sight you have, the better. Because it's fewer turns for them to notice you. Alright, and I think we still haven't had our tier 3 mutation yet. Oh man, this is so much easier. I really want to train more stealth now. Except for the lag bit, that bit's hard. Come on, game. Come on, game. You can do it, Australian server. I'm sitting literally right next to my router, so I don't think it's me. Come on. Alright, well anyway, let's, while we're waiting, let's have a quick look at our potential Demonspawn mutations. So for the tier 3, we don't have any of these yet. We could get Hurl Hellfire, Passive Freeze, Robust, Negative Energy Resistance, Augmentation, one of those. I don't know, what would I like? Augmentation would be really sick. So this gives you pretty insane slaying bonus. And obviously we have a speed rapier. So the more attacks you get, the more slaying you have, the crazier it is. Also Robust is always really nice. Yeah, I don't know. The Hell Hellfire one, I don't use it very often in the times that I've had Demonspawn, but I believe this is considered to be really, really strong. It's interesting that it's still called Hell Hellfire when that thing is called Damnation now, but anyway. Because most monsters don't resist Damnation, and of course it can't miss, so you can use it to just blow everything up. Okay, well we stabbed and then I got confused. So I'm a bit confused how that happened, but here we are. All that, we're lagging out again. Come on, internet. It makes me want to check these. So we got our max level hooves. We got our max level darkness. I regenerate magic rapidly. I think we only have level 2. I can check this. If I go to the percent screen. Yeah, okay, it tells me here. So we got hooves 3, Night Stalker 3, magic shield and magic regen. It's one of each, so I think that's effectively level 2 of this tier. So we got one more of that to go. And only repulsion field 1. So we have 2 more levels of repulsion field to get. We'll get an extra 4 evasion at all times. Is that true? Oh no. Oh, we end up with 4 evasion and permanent repel missiles. That's really good. Nice. I like this. I didn't realize we'd get repel missiles from this. So that's a pretty good tier to get. You got one more in our magic, our mana shield one. And then we've also got 3 levels of whatever our tier 3 mutation is going to be. Cool. It's possible if you're unlucky you won't max all your Demonspawn out until you get to level 27. Hopefully that's not the case for us, but it could happen. Oh, that's so many Tarantellas, there's 4 of them. I want to get back in this choke point. So at least if we get confused, only one's attacking us at a time. We've got 2 more Tarantellas again, and a lot of redbacks. Yeah, I do want to walk back in this choke point. A lot safer. I'm just thinking back when we made that Ballista site. So everything was far away from us, but the thing about spiders is they're really fast. So they got on top of us pretty quickly. Didn't go as well as I imagined it was going to go. /- I think we've already used all the good scrolls that I'd really want. So it's going to be Acquirement, Noise, or Torment. So I may as well just read this. Maybe we'll get Acquirement. It was Noise. Alright, back to the choke point, or a different choke point. Because they're probably gonna get swarmed now. Nope. Here's our entropy weaver. They don't have poison resistance, so I could theoretically curare it. I think if we're just fighting one at a time, we can just fight it. It's only if there are going to be two. Oh my god, come on, lag. Not like this. Not like this. Come on, game. I wonder, I could just plug in the cable, switch to Ethernet. Maybe that will see if it's me. Switch from Wi-Fi. Alright. We're connected by a hard wire now. Let's see if that's me. How did I get here? Oh. I thought I was above him. How do we get... We got corroded and we're now adjacent to him. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see. Hopefully this fixes the internet issues. Although it might just be the server. Happens sometimes. Checkers. Fix this. Alright, so we're fighting the entropy weaver. I thought we had a couple of turns to consider curare and the like. We're corrode -4. You know what, if we get super corroded, we've always got our Fedhas things. So I think I'm okay just to fight him with the rapier. These guys are really fast and they have 4 attacks. So another tip against them is to check that they haven't... We're corrode -4. Okay, check they're not holding a weapon. Because their 4 fast attacks with a weapon will kill you really quickly. Alright, with corrode -12, we basically have no ability to slay with our weapon. We have -2 AC. It's not worse than 0, but 0 is obviously very bad. So I think they have good magic resistance, so there's no point trying to use a wand. I can either make an Oklob, or I could use my Wand of Flames. I'm just going to make an Oklob. We're at maximum piety. Oh wait, these guys... Yeah, no, they don't resist corrosion even though they are corrosion enemies themselves. And I would really appreciate it. There we go. If our Oklob would kill it, excellent. In that case, I'd really appreciate it if the other entropy weaver turned up. Which is why I'm yelling. Probably not to be. He was down here. Yeah, I think he's not gonna come. All these other spiders keep coming though. Oh yeah, okay, it ran out. Alright, not to be. It's fine. Quick check in on our skills. Short blades is up to 13. So we don't have too much more training of that before we can go back to throwing and more stealth. Some more interesting trunk changes today. The entire charm school has been removed. So some of the charm spells went to other spell schools. Others got completely removed, so the Scald background is now completely gone. My favorite spell in the game, Spectral Weapon, just got removed, which I'm a bit sad about, because I really like that spell. But I don't know, that is the way of Crawl. Anyway, we're still a whiles off playing trunk games. I've got, I think after this, maybe 3 more .24 or 2 more .24 games to go, and then we switch to game of the month for .25. And then if I get on top of that, then we can do some trunk. So I don't know, it might be a while till we actually are in trunk. I don't know, it's sort of a double-edged sword in that you don't get to play some of the stuff when it's still in testing and, you know, maybe not balanced or whatever. But then you don't get to see some of the more interesting stuff for a while. A magical buckler. I think a buckler is too weak in terms of shield, in that we don't want it. But I could test it. Let's drop enslavement. It's just a +2 buckler anyway. It would have had to be pretty special for me to want it. I think I'm just, yeah, stashing my enchant armor scrolls, so we can just drop that. The lag seems to be a bit better now I plugged it in. Cool. Alright, how are we going for time? Alright, we're okay. I'm actually, shortly I'm heading out. I'm going to have lunch with Demise today. So I'll let you know if he's still alive. We got shaft 2 onto shaft 3, but yeah, I'm using my final day of work week freedom before I start a new job next week. Oh boy, just dying to a random jumping spider. That's not good. One of the advantages of being so stealthy when we get shafted like this is that we can, in theory, avoid monsters and find the upstair again. In theory. If I were really scared down here, which I'm not, we could potentially read magic mapping. Oh wow. Okay. Well, speaking about being a stabbing guy, we just found the Ring of Shadows. That is insane. Alright, we're putting that on. That is insane. Let's drop a +1 Ring of Slaying. Wait, we got, yeah, only 1 protection from firing. +1 Slaying's not that special. Okay, so the Ring of Shadows, it gives you an Umbra effect. Umbra makes you stealthier. It also gives you + stealth as a property of the ring, and the ability to turn invis. That is insane on our Ring of on our what's it called? I always forget. On our Night Stalker Demonspawn. It's so synergistic. I can't believe it. All right. We immediately want to train 5 points of evocations. That takes evoke invis down to a 50% chance to fail. 70% is a bit high, not very reliable, but 50-50, you know, you can spam it a few times when you need it. That is amazing. Sorry, I'm really pumped about that. Cool. This Umbra effect also, it makes it harder for anything in the Umbra to land its attacks. So that counts for you and the enemies. But if you're stabbing something because you snuck up on it, you literally can't miss. Plus, I guess if we're swinging really fast because we have a Rapier of Speed, we're going to get more attacks than the enemies are going to get. I know that argument kind of works both ways. I was going to say, therefore, when the attacks are more inaccurate, it means we benefit more than the enemies. But conversely, if the attacks are more accurate, that would also benefit us more. So I don't know. I think just having faster attacks is just good, is what I've concluded. I was hoping that was a choke point. This is getting a bit scary. These are just random spiders, but I don't know why we're losing to them quite so hard. It's not quite as bad as it looks because we've got our magic points, but this is scaring me. We're at 30 hit points. Yeah, I've only got 4 heal wounds. I really don't want to have to, but if we got webbed and then the other one hit us, we'd maybe be in trouble. If I made a wall of briars right now, it would stop the second one from hitting us. Oh, it costs 3 magic points. It would still not quite put us into one-shot range. I'm gonna do wall of briars. It seems a bit weird. But it just ensures that I can fight these guys one at a time. So I can potentially heal wounds. Although these guys are fast, so in theory they could hit me twice in my one attack. I'd really rather not use my one fear scroll. I'd also really rather not use my heal wounds. It's sort of a bit weird. I could quaff Leak for some extra hit points, but at this point it wouldn't be very many more because we're only starting off with 25. Yeah, I really don't want to accidentally die whereby I swing once and it hits me twice and I die. So I'm going to heal wounds. It's sort of a real shame that we had to do that against just random jumping spiders. But I don't want to, even though it's a really minuscule chance of dying like that, I don't want any chance of it. So yeah, I don't know, that maybe seems like an overreaction, but I'm okay with that. Because then we live. Man, for a second there, I felt like we were playing Death. I was thinking, I wonder if I want to shadow step into this ghost mob. But we're playing Fedhas. I don't know, it feels like we're playing Death now. We have the Umbra. It's pretty amusing. When I fight like this, I try to spread the attacks around. I think we need a curing here, it's kind of dangerous. So if one of the spiders is poisoned, I try to hit another one who's not poisoned. Wow, we are getting pretty owned by those. I guess we only have 10 AC, so those wolf spiders can really hurt us when their attacks land. I should be testing these unknown staves. I'm looking for a Staff of Air, because we don't have any Aralek. So it'd be nice to be able, say we met Nicola, it'd be nice to be able to get Aralek. Here's Asterion. He's got a Morningstar of Holy Wrath, is obviously real bad for us. I wonder if we can just kill him with a Ballista Messiah or 2. I wonder if we could sneak up on him, it seems scary. Oh wow, this lets us put down a couple because he didn't notice. Oh my god, yeah, go for him, please. Did that? Surely it didn't kill him, yeah. But now that he's confused, we can walk up and stab him. Oh, okay, he hit us even though he was confused. That might do it. Oh god, don't hit me. Thank you. Now get away. Okay, that worked pretty well. That is one of my better uses of Ballista Messiah, in that I didn't put myself into grave danger. Did we ever make it? No. Back up to Spider 2. There we go. Roxanne. There's not really any value in me killing her, as in I don't care about her book. It's going to have statue form in it. But it is free experience. So if you are at max range, her spells can't hit you, except for the one that blinks you towards her. So I can stand back here, throw javelins, and only panic if she blinks me. But that's why I'm doing this slowly. Wait, her Orb of Energy can make it to max range? Oh, right, because I'm not really at max distance here. It's because of our darkness. Right, so that's not actually true for me. Okay, well I wonder if we can confuse her with Ballistimicite. I wonder if that even works. Because it's in front of us. Okay, that actually hurt her. It didn't confuse her. Oh wait, I can throw through plants. I can still throw javelins. Yeah, okay, no, this is good. This is gonna block her blinking cloaks. It's gonna block crystal spears. Let me have a look. Ballistimicites have no evasion. It means they are perfect blockers. Like a spire, if something, lightning spire, if something has no evasion, it's not gonna dodge attacks. So, unlike say, the Shining One's angel allies, who, get back, who have quite a lot of evasion, and then the missiles can miss and end up hitting you. These Ballistimicites will always block them. Yeah, we just died to wolf spiders. It's real unfortunate. We're too stealthy to sneak up on this guy. Oh my god. There we go. We have enough gold for the obsidian axe. Great news. This could be acquirement again. Okay, it's torment. Literally the only scroll that we have not found is acquirement. I mean, I'm not going to complain. We found the Ring of Umbra just on the ground. So yeah, I'm definitely not complaining. And also, just reminds me how insane some of these seeds that I picked for Game of the Month have been. Like we had a troll with a slime temple. When I did the Minotaur, we found like a crystal plate armor on the ground. A bunch of stuff like that. I can't remember. There have been a lot of them where it's just been like, oh my god, this seed's insane. To get the Umbra of Shadows in this game is also just crazy. Because I've had people ask if I'm checking the seeds to pick an interesting one for the Game of the Month. But no, I go to a number generator, I say just give me a random number, and then that's it. I don't test it at all. Because if I did, then I'd know what's coming, and then it wouldn't be playing unseen. Evocations to 4. We have a 0 evocation skill. Cool. Going invis is really useful here in Spider's Nest. A lot of them can't see invis. It's really useful in shoals too. Yep, more potions we don't know. Wow, it is so much easier to stab everything. I love it. I want more stealth. More Ice Blast, more Paralysis, some Immolation Scrolls. Hey, alright, here's our acquirement. Okay. I'm gonna exit this door out. We're gonna do around the outside first. Alright, and that's it now. Okay, well, you all love me when I do this, but, you know, I gotta get you back next time somehow. So, if you join me in the next one, we'll read that acquirement scroll. We'll see what crazy item we get, and then we'll head in here to do the spider's end vault. See you then.